I chose Malala because she stood up for what she believed in and fought for what was right. Malala is a young woman who made history. She was born on July 12, 1997, in Pakistan. When she was younger, Malala was an educational campaigner who was not very well known. When a local Islamic fundamentalist Taliban banned girls from school, Malala became more well known and began appearing in the media. However, Malala suffered a tragedy on the night of October 9, 2012, on her way home from school. Two men stopped her bus and shot her in the head. After a life-saving surgery and a remarkable recovery, Malala was asked to speak at a youth assembly of the United Nations in New York. She talked about the education for all people and the need for peace. She is the youngest Nobel Peace Prize recipient at 17. Many books and movies have been made about her life and her message. Malala has taught people to stand up for what they believe. Malala's speech to the United Nations Youth Assembly, July 12, 2013. In the name of God, the most beneficial, the most merciful, I don't know where to begin my speech. I don't know what people would be expecting me to say. First, thank you to God, for whom we are all equal, and thank you to every person who has prayed for my fast recovery and a new life. Dear brothers and sisters, do you remember one thing? Malala Day is not my day. Today is the day of every boy and every girl who have raised their voices for their rights. Thousands of people have been killed by the terrorists, and millions have been injured. I am just one girl among many. I speak not for myself, but for all boys and girls. I raise up my voice not so that I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. Those who have fought for their right to live in peace, their right to be treated with dignity, their right to equality of opportunity, their right to be educated. Dear friends, on October 9, 2012, the Taliban shot me on the left side of my forehead. They thought that bullets would silence us, but they failed. Out of that silence came thousands of voices. The terrorists thought they would change our aims and stop our ambitions, but nothing changed in my life except this. Weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage was born. My ambitions are the same. My dreams are the same. Dear brothers and sisters, I am not against anyone. Neither am I here to speak in terms of personal revenge against the Taliban. I do not even hate the Talib who shot me. Even if there was a gun in my hand and he stands in front of me, I would not shoot him. This is the compassion that I have learned from Muhammad, the prophet of mercy, Jesus Christ, and Buddha. This is the legacy of change that I have inherited from Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. This is the philosophy of nonviolence that I have learned from Gandhi Ji, Baka Khan, and Mother Teresa. And this is the forgiveness that I have learned from my mother and father. This is what my soul is telling me. Be peaceful to love everyone. Dear brothers and sisters, we realize the importance of light when we see darkness. We realize the importance of our voice when we are silenced. The wise saying, "The pen is mightier than the sword," is true. The extremists are afraid of books and pens. They are afraid of education. Honorable Secretary General, peace is necessary for education. Poverty, ignorance, injustice, racism, and the deprivation of basic rights are the main problems faced by both men and women. So let us wage a global war against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism, and let us pick up our books and pens. They are the most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first. Thank you.